everybody, welcome to Sharing Assembly. I hope you're all well, I hope you're all enjoying the sunshine, and even better than that, I hope you're all looking forward to half term. Another record week this week. I've made some notes here, look, 50 people send work in today, which is absolutely amazing. Guys, I'm so grateful for you for supporting this. Keep the stuff coming in. For as long as you send it to me, I will carry on sharing it. I absolutely love it. And it's just, it's the highlight of my week. Better celebrate with you all the amazing achievements of all the fab things that you guys have been doing. So let's get started. So I've had a few of these this week. Now, this is a whole learning curve for me. I had never even heard of Rob Biddulph until this, but he's now a national celebrity. So my understanding is that yesterday he attempted to break the world record for the most people taking part in a live art class. He needed 10,000 people in order to be able to break this amazing record, and he got 40,000 people all drawing at the same time. And one of those 40,000 people was Phoebe. So I've just done a bit of Googling, and Rob Biddulph is a children's illustrator. And it turns out that I haven't read any of the books that he's illustrated. So that is going on my wish list this week. I'm going to see if I can get to know a little bit more of what he's done. But it seems like everybody was drawing this beautiful whale here with a beautiful rainbow coming out of his blowhole, which is absolutely gorgeous. And Phoebe, I hope you feel really proud that you've been part of something really, really special. So you are now officially a record breaker. And I think what you've produced is something to be really, really proud of. And the rainbow is particularly poignant right now, isn't it? So really, really special. Well done, Phoebes. Now, these guys. This is Charlie and Sophia. Now, yesterday we were doing some work based on this book called The Marvellous Moon Map. It's the most beautiful book. If you haven't read it, you really ought to. There's a video of me reading it on my YouTube channel. The illustrations are absolutely stunning. And throughout the book, they keep repeating this message of, I've got you, you've got me, so we'll be okay. I mean, what a perfect message for right now. And Charlie and Sophia have made a card for their mummy that has exactly that message on. So it says, I've got you and you've got me, so we'll be all right. And they've done absolutely beautiful pictures. And the thing that was most lovely is how excited they were to give that to their mum, to say thank you for, being there and for supporting them. So well done, Sophia and Charlie. That's amazing. Phoenix has been super busy again this week. Look at this, another amazing bit of DT, a fantastic Roman shield there. I'm looking at that and I'm trying to work out what you've made that out of, Phoenix, because that looks more than just your standard cardboard box. I think there's quite a lot of DT going on there, and I'm particularly impressed with your basher right in the middle there. I hope you haven't been bashing anybody with that, but you're ready for anything, aren't you, if anyone attacks? Well done, Phoenix. Now, Betsy and Ella Rose, this is beautiful. I have got a feeling from some of the pictures I've seen, guys, that you have got the most incredible garden. Betsy and Ella Rose have been planting edible gardens, which is just amazing. And I've written down here, they are growing carrots, lettuces, rainbow chard, strawberries, and then they're also growing marigolds and roses. And they are in the edible list because you can actually eat the flowers of those. And Mum says that you're going to be using those flowers when they grow to decorate some beautiful cakes. You guys, your family seems to create the most amazing ideas. I'm watching you closely and stealing lots of them. So well done, guys. You're providing the whole country currently with lots of your fantastic ideas. This is brilliant as well. So Stan, the king of DT, we saw his amazing aeroplane last week. He has managed to salvage this cable reel, I think he said from his dad's work, and they have sanded it down and they're varnishing it. And I think they're going to turn it into some sort of incredibly funky table. Stan, I love your ideas. What a brilliant thing to do. I want one of those in my house. I'm going to have to go on the scav, aren't I? And see if I can find one. What a brilliant bit of DT and a really fantastic lot of skills you're using there. So this is Hurain and Huzaifa, and they have been doing data handling this week. So they've both been here doing this incredible tally chart. There's some amazing numbers there, guys. You've gone right up to hundreds, I think. And so I think they've been doing lots of data handling where they've been creating lots of different sorts of graphs. So they've got tally charts, pictograms, bar charts. And here's Hurain. She's been filling in lots of tally charts there and then creating graphs. And her brother has created this absolutely beautiful bar graph. Look at that. I think he's been charting how many children walk, get in the car, bike, cycle to school, or take the bus. And I mean, it's just so beautifully presented. I'm very impressed with your ruler work there, Huzaifa. That is one of my pet hates when people draw things without a ruler. But you're doing yours absolutely perfectly. Right then. Now, Ollie has got so many things to share that he's made us a collage. So have a look at this. Let's see what we can pick out from there. I'm particularly loving the fact, Ollie, that you're dressed as Buzz Lightyear. I think that is an awesome touch. Do you know what I found out about Ollie this week? I'm looking at this lovely lockdown handprint that we've got here. And I was thinking, who is that fourth little hand? And it turns out that Ollie's family foster babies. What an absolutely amazing thing to do. Ollie, your mummy and daddy, what an incredible gift they're giving to a wonderful child there. And I really hope that you love being a big brother to lots of foster children. I just think that's absolutely stunning. And Ollie's had an amazing successful week this week as well because of this. Look at him go! I just can't believe the speed, Ollie, that you're reading those keywords. And you're in reception, aren't you? And that is amazing reading. And so many people who've been worrying during lockdown about what sort of work they should be getting their children to do. Do you know what? Reading, Ollie, reading is the key to absolutely everything. You keep that up, you'll be an outstanding reader and you will be so clever at everything else that you do. So well done. Mummy and Daddy said that you've been really good at not making a fuss and just getting busy with your reading, that you really enjoy doing it. So that's amazing to hear. This is cool. Look. This is Olivia's tsunami. She's made a model of a tsunami. I'd quite like to see that in action. I was saying to Olivia's mummy how lucky we are that the weather's so nice at the moment and so we don't have to do these activities indoors. That looks absolutely incredible. So she's made a little country here. For those of you who don't know, a tsunami is a very large wave. So it's a natural disaster. This is something we quite often learn about in year 3. But that is a brilliant way of illustrating it, isn't it? Seeing all of that mud and water and all of that, and all the, yeah. I just think that's a fantastic demonstration, guys. Well done. This freaked me out a little bit when I saw it. It's only James driving. So here's James in his car having a bit of driving practice. Now, I'm not sure your exact age, James, but I'm guessing you're 8 or 9. Probably haven't got your licence yet, but Mum assures me that you've been on the quiet country roads having a little go at improving your driving skills. I think that's brilliant. What an awesome thing to do, James. You have got a future career as a stunt driver ahead of you, I think. And well done, Mum, for being brave and letting you have a go at that. I think that's really cool. I've got these in the wrong order. This is Betsy's beautiful handwriting. So we saw Betsy and Ella Rose earlier, didn't we, growing their amazing garden. And this is a fantastic bit of cross-curricular work here. So Betsy has been practicing her amazing handwriting to write fantastic labels for all of her plants. And this is the rainbow chard right here. Betsy, honestly, your handwriting is absolutely incredible. It's much, much neater than mine. So I'm very impressed because you are only little and you are, yeah, a fantastic writer. I couldn't get the video to load for this. You kind of need to see the video to see this in action because this is incredible. So Jude and Darcy have not just created a planter, but it's like a water feature. So if you can see the video, they pour the water in at the top and then the water gradually trickles down through these milk cartons into where they've been planting things down below. I love the fact that you're standing there with your tools, guys. Look, Darcy's got a hammer and Judy's got his screwdrivers. What a brilliant idea. I think that's such a lovely thing to do. So well done, folks. Like I said, every week, all these amazing creative ideas, especially like this. This is all stuff we've got at home, isn't it? You are supplying the rest of us with fantastic ideas of how we can fill our time and get busy and do lots of creative, exciting things during lockdown. So well done. You are an inspiration to us all. This is awesome. I've done this before. Look at Alex. He has made a volcano. Now, Alex, I'm saying I've done this before, but never this big. This is the biggest volcano I have ever seen. And his mummy says that today he is going to be filling that up with baking soda and vinegar. I think those are the ingredients. And he is going to make that explode. If you haven't done it yet, guys, get a video because I want to see that. That is going to be an absolutely spectacular eruption. There's going to be food colouring everywhere. Definitely take a photo and let me see if you haven't done it already. Incredible. I can't actually believe that Lacey, 8 or 9 years old, has actually done this. Can you see this incredible painting? You know, Lacey's mummy posted a picture of this to me and the amount of people that instantly said, wow, that is absolutely unbelievable. Nikki Redwell, if you're watching, you've got a future competition in your artistic realm. This is an absolutely incredible owl. The detail, Lacey, I really just can't believe it. It's so realistic. It feels like you could reach out and touch it. You have got some incredible art skills there. Now, Rupert and Hetty have been learning about fire safety. Now, I know lots of you have been doing some forest school and cool things like that. And I think that's why they've been learning about it. And look, their fire that they've made is made out of their own handprints. I just think that's such a gorgeous idea. Be interesting to see what other crafts we could think of to do with handprints. I've seen some amazing rainbows. I've seen people turning handprints into animals, but I love this. This is a lot of handprints, and I bet that was pretty messy work, guys, which I'm always a big fan of. Well done. And they've been doing this to earn their badges. Now, do you know what? I've forgotten to write down what they're called, but if Hannah's watching, perhaps you could put it in the comments. But they've been working towards these amazing badges where they do all sorts of practical and cool things. A lot of it's to do with being outside. And then when they submit their evidence, they get these amazing badges for their efforts. So that would be something really cool to share, Hannah, if you're watching. I've got some fab gymnastics now. Now, this is Annie and Ivy. And I had to look really closely to be able to tell which one was which, because upside down, it's not quite so easy to tell. But this is Annie. I think we've seen some more of Annie's amazing gymnastics, but they've got some good dangling there, upside down. I hope you didn't get stuck like that, Annie, but that is a very cool thing to be able to do. And here's her sister, Ivy. That is an incredible handstand you're doing there, Ivy, and with the dangling as well. That is incredible gymnastic skills. I'm really sad that I'm old now, and if I do things like that, it just makes me feel dizzy. Whereas I'm sure when I was young I could do things, but I'm so jealous of you being able to swing around, get upside down. So cool. Now, Jacob has been writing a story, and the reason this one stood out to me is, I don't know if you can see, where is it? Oh, here he is. So the baddie in this particular story is Corona Man, which I just think is hilarious. So this is a tale of good and evil. There's lots of germs everywhere. You know, I think we've all got to make the best, haven't we, of the situation that we're in. And I think writing a story that adds a bit of humour to the situation is a very, very cool thing to do. And Jacob, you have written loads, just really impressive, and illustrated it as well. Well done, Jacob. It's brilliant to see people doing lots of fun things, but I'm always very impressed at those people who are still able to get their children to do writing and maths and things at the same time as well. Parents, I feel your pain. This is incredible. Look at this amazing shield. The detail in that is absolutely spectacular. Got another basher there. I always like the addition of a basher on a shield. And this is Lexi's. We've got a picture, I think, next of Lexi painting her shield. Look at the look of concentration. It's absolutely stunning, and you can spot that's a Roman shield a mile off, Lexi. It's so authentic. You've done a really spectacular job. And again, there was an amazing video of Lexi fighting with her sword and shield, but I wasn't able to get it onto stories so you could see it. But have a look at Lexi's profile if you can and see the amazing video, because it was very, very cool watching Lexi. She looked incredibly aggressive. She was getting very much into the part. So Jack has written an incredible poem. Now, we did a little bit of work on... Oh, hang on, where are we? We did a little bit of work on this. Oh, I've lost my place now. In one of our lessons, and we used the poem, The Sound Collector by Roger McGough, which is one of my favourite poems. And if you haven't seen it before, parents, it's a really easy way to get your children writing. But Jack has not... Obviously, this is Jack. So Jack hasn't just had a go at writing a few extra lines to the poem. He's written himself masses of verses, and he's also added his own ending to the poem as well, which is awesome. Beautifully neat writing. Here he is. There we go. There's Jack with his fantastic poem. I know it's hard to see here, but if you go to my stories, you'll actually be able to read the poem, which is incredible. Always go back to the stories. They should be there for another half a day or so. So any of these pictures you can have a really close look at, because there's some fabulous ideas. Now, talking about ideas that we're going to pinch, I have already been on Amazon and ordered Alka-Seltzer because I want to have a go at a lava lamp like Meg and Evie. Now, first of all, I thought that Meg and Evie were enjoying a delicious gin and tonic, and then I looked a bit closer. And I've seen this science experiment online, and it looks absolutely amazing. So my understanding is it's olive oil, water, food colouring and Alka-Seltzer. And because the water and the olive oil don't mix, it means that when the Alka-Seltzer bubbles, you get this incredible effect, this incredible pattern. And I'm really excited to have a go. So thank you, girls. You've inspired me to have a go at some science next week with my girls. And I will definitely credit you because it was your idea first. Here's an amazing piece of writing. So Neve has been learning all about the body and all the functions of the different organs. So she's done a non-chronological report there where she's listed all her facts. And then to top it off, look at this. So they've done a chalk figure on the ground and all the organs are there. You've done it incredibly accurately, girls. It's a very scientific drawing. And they've labelled all the different bits there. And I think love that Scarlett's in on the act there as well, getting in there. And your gorgeous doggy, look at him. Girls, thank you so much. You guys are doing amazing things. Now, I think lots of us have been telling the time over the last couple of weeks, haven't we? And here is Grace. So Grace has been ordering different times of the day and thinking about the sorts of events that go on and making her own home timetable. Now, I've already said this to Grace, I'm very jealous of this clock. That is a very cool looking teaching clock. I also had to come clean to Grace's mum that I had to go at making our own teaching clock by using Sharpie on Ophelia's flamingo clock. And then once I'd finished and it all dried, I realised I'd spelt quarter wrong. Not ideal. So we can't use that now. So I am going to definitely see if I can get a clock like Grace's. But well done, Grace. Do you know what? All of this stuff to do with time is tough. So if you're sticking with it and getting the hang of it, it's really brilliant. And well done, Grace's mum, for doing it so practically and making it exciting. This is Greta. Very jealous of your 100 square, Greta. Now, this is a fab bit of problem solving that Greta's done. So Greta's mummy has taken away some of the numbers, and it's Greta's job now to find out where those numbers go and put them back on the 100 square. And then she's also been using the numbers to work out biggest and smallest and to compare those numbers together. Well done, Greta. There's lots of amazing math skills going on there. This is very cool. So last week we had Rupert and Hetty, didn't we, who were laying a patio. So we've got some more manual labour going on here. This is James. And James is helping his dad to build a workshop in their garden. Instantly jealous. That is the sort of thing I would absolutely love to have. And they're laying concrete and they've been learning about weight and leverage with bags of concrete. Look, I think they set up some sort of lever system there in order to be able to move the bags around. Very, very cool, guys. That is putting science and maths into proper action. I love it. Now, Ronnie, I'm not going to attempt to say this because I'm going to make myself look very silly, but Ronnie has been learning tongue twisters. Even that's a bit of a tongue twister. So we talked a little bit a few weeks ago about alliteration, and we were talking about alliteration being sentences that use words that have lots of words that begin with the same letter. Now, Ronnie has been learning this one, and Ronnie, I'd like to hear you say this. I'll try the first line. She sells seashells by the seashore. I bet you can do it much faster than me. Those are really hard to say. Well done, Ronnie. That's an amazing thing to learn. Oh, Ollie. Ollie's been doing division. I think division is one of the hardest things in maths, Ollie. I really do. So the fact that you're cracking on and getting on with that is brilliant. Division, if you're going to do it, get loads of bits and pieces out. I think we had to go with marshmallows. We've done it with macaroni. I'm sure you're doing all these things, Ollie, as well. But you have got the hang of that absolutely brilliantly. So well done. Now, I hope Noah wasn't doing this at the same time you were doing your division, Ollie. But this is Ollie's brother, who's enjoying an ice cream in the sun. I had this vision, boys, of Ollie cracking on with his maths inside while Noah is reclining on the trampoline eating an ice cream. I'm sure that isn't what happened, but that made me laugh. But yeah, Noah is doing what we should all be doing right now, isn't it? Getting out and enjoying the fresh air and enjoying the sunshine. Boys, I love seeing your pictures. You always look like you're doing lovely things. You always look so happy. And that is the most important thing about absolutely everything here. It's just making sure that you guys are keeping happy and keeping safe. And whatever way you're doing it, I just want to share so that we can all just celebrate this strange time that we've got with a bit of positivity. Now, more gardening here. So Isaac, Ashley and Joshua have been growing radishes. Now, what I want to know is whether you boys are going to eat those. Now, your mummy says they're delicious, but I'm telling you now, if I tried to feed my children a radish, it would not go well. So I'm excited to know whether you're going to set the bar high by being good salad eaters. Because if you're growing all that amazing stuff, hopefully that's a really good incentive for you guys to be able to eat some too. Now, Sylvie has found a very cool way to celebrate lockdown because it's her birthday. Happy birthday, Sylvie. You are 7, I think, this week. I'm very jealous of your cake. That looks amazing. How many different sorts of chocolate are there on there? What have we got? Maltesers, buttons, something at the back, I can't see, and Smarties. Oh, and Kit Kats around the edge. That looks incredible. I hope you had a wonderful birthday, Sylvie. And Sylvie's in this picture too, because her and Ava have been making loom band bracelets. Now again, girls, we had a go at this and we got in a right muddle. We just didn't have the knack at all, but you've made loads. So you've obviously got the skill. So when we go back to school, you will have to teach me how to do that because that looks like a lovely thing to sit in the sun and do. Oh, we've got another Rob bit up here. So Charlotte is one of the 40,000 people who had a go at this amazing world record breaking challenge. Charlotte, you look very proud of that. And I'm particularly happy that your whale is called Mr. Tomato, which seems like a very cool name for a whale. Charlotte, well done. And that's something really special. You make sure you keep that picture. Being part of a world record and to smash the world record to the way that you did, that's something to be really proud of. Now, here we go. There's a nice bit of practical math as well. This is Rufus doing some amazing weighing. I'm jealous of your scales, Rufus. They look pretty cool. So Rufus is weighing different things. He's finding out how much they weigh, and then he's comparing the weights. Lighter, heavier, bigger, smaller, things like that, and looking at all sorts of different ways of maths. So well done, Rufus. You are doing a wonderful job of your maths there. That's amazing. I love this. Look at George. So George has lit this fire with a flint and steel. I've got one of those. It's the coolest thing ever. But I've never actually been able to light a fire from scratch. I always have to resort to the matches. But not George. George is Bear Grylls. So if there's an apocalypse, we need to get round to George's house because he will be able to look after us and keep us safe with his amazing outdoor skills. And there's Samson as well, reclining there, enjoying George's hard work. This is pretty special as well because this is Rosie with a picture of me. Look at my lovely pink hair. Oh, Rosie, I absolutely love it. You have made me so much more beautiful than I am, so I'm very, very grateful to you. That's an absolutely amazing picture, and this is all part of this amazing video that so many of you contributed to. That just, I won't start because I'll just cry. Just absolutely blew my mind, so thank you so much. And Rosie, you were part of it. And I particularly loved in the video how funky Rosie, Samson and George were with the guitar solo at the end. You guys rock the house. And this is particularly special because this is Samson, who has discovered a new book that he loves. Now, I hope that's happened to lots of you during lockdown. So Dogman was Samson's favourite up until then, and he'd read them all and he was a little bit stuck. He'd sort of lost some of the impetus to get a book and read. And then somebody else suggested, I think it was Stan, suggested Captain Underpants, and Samson is hooked. That's absolutely amazing. Well done, Samson. That's a lovely thing to see. Now, this is Oscar. Oscar has written his own story based on The Tiger That Came to Tea. Oscar, that is one of my all-time favourite books, and I loved the programme they made of it at Christmas. That is beautiful writing. I'm really proud of you, Oscar. That's an amazing thing to do. And his big sister, Kia Grace, has been doing all sorts. She's obviously been with Rob Biddulph as well there, and she's also written a newspaper report, and it caught my eye because I asked Mum what it was about. She said it's all about tortoises. Obviously, we've got a tortoise. I'll bring Korg to Sharing Assembly one day. And apparently her grandparents have got 25 tortoises that live in Greece where they live. And Kia's written a newspaper report all about it. That's amazing. Fantastic science from Evie and Georgia. That's incredible. So they've been growing cress. And just like Grace said last week, they've been thinking about fair testing and different variables. So they've been putting the cress in dark places and in light places and seeing which ones growed best. Now, I think I can probably guess, girls, but you'll have to let me know what the results of your investigation were. Fantastic science. And we've got Isla here. Isla has been doing some phonics, doing silent letters. Oh, Isla, that's tricky, isn't it? That's the one that catches everybody out. But well done, look at you. It's lovely to see you sitting there with your pencil in your hand with a smile on your face. I've been struggling. I would have struggled this week to get a picture of my children doing that. And gorgeous Anya has been planting fantastic plants as well. She's growing sunflowers, tomatoes and pretty flowers. Oh, girls, it's just lovely to see your lovely faces. And that's everybody. Oh, that was a lot of fantastic sharing this week, guys. Real pleasure, as always, to share it. Now, lots of you have been sending me pictures of your favourite books. And already we've managed to inspire Samson, haven't we, to be an amazing reader, with Stan sharing his favourite book. Keep those pictures coming for me if you haven't sent me a picture yet. And I'm going to create some sort of big poster with you all on it. So get me some pictures with you holding your favourite book. If you want to explain to me why you love that book, that would be fantastic as well. And other than that, I will see you next week. Have a wonderful half term, everybody. Enjoy the sunshine, stay safe, look after each other, keep being wonderful, and thank you again for joining us.